Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your bonus general tarot reading for February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Scorpios. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. You guys are up next for your bonus reading this month. I told you I was going to start doing it. Here we go. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. It's a beautiful deck that I've been using. So yeah, just to see whether it's something you need to lean into or just something you need to take a look at. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio, please, with this very first card. And remember, for this bonus reading, we're kind of looking at the whole month, not our usual week-to-week type of vibe. So we could be seeing stuff from later this month, stuff you're going through now. You just take it how it hits, my friends. You know how it goes. Okay. Beautiful thought-based energy here. Now, this could just be overactive mind. I was seeing this in the Capricorn reading as well, but this one is bearing fruit. There's a lot of good ideas to be had here, aside from that mental activity we were already talking about. There could be something around knowledge as well, whether you're gathering it or what have you. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit more about this card. So we see this lady in that beautiful dress there. There's a tree growing out of her head, and the tree is bearing fruit. She's surrounded by books. So when we're looking at the symbolism of this, it could absolutely talk about a mental, strong mental type of energy. So you might be feeding your brain with information and knowledge. You might be learning new things, new skills. Okay, like, doesn't just have to be that though. When I see the tree growing fruit, it does talk about someone's mind being in the right place or having really great ideas. So for a lot of the Scorpio collective, for us, we might be having really good ideas or even revelations where dots are being connected, things are starting to make sense. Now, I will give a caveat. All cards and all energies do have a positive and a challenge. A challenge of this energy could just speak about overthinking. So watch out in the month of February with overthinking. Find some sort of expression, especially if your mind is going. But we're going to put her down right over there. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I mean, jot down those ideas, my friends. Let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time here for Scorpio gang, my guides. Talk to me. What's happening? And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about the reading we just had this prior weekend. It was titled Here They Come, and a big focus around the reading, the last one I did for us, was the magnetic energy around Scorpio. Okay, now everyone says it, all the astrologers say it. There's something about Scorpio energy, right, where people are just drawn to it. Okay, the mysteriousness or the intensity. And it was showing up extra powerful in last week's reading, at least from what I was seeing and feeling. So that could be a big theme throughout the month, okay? Whether it's people coming at you, different things. It just felt super magnetic. So let's pull some cards and see what we have for your bonus, right? Remember, we're looking at the whole month here. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. And yeah, just take it how it hits, my friends. You know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. And we could just be seeing somebody else's energy, right? It doesn't just have to be yours, okay? Devil, okay. All right. Wouldn't be a Scorpio reading for us without some of this, right? Devil energy in position, number 1. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. You see me smiling over here, but inside I'm like, ugh. And for anyone new here, I'm part of the collective myself, right? I'm a Scorpio moon. All right, good. Very good. All right, 6 of Swords. Now I'm not so miserable about that devil energy just yet. There'll be a lot of problem resolution here with this type of energy, my friends, which could be really, really nice. Let's get one more. You could be really resolving things in this time, for sure. Okay, 3 cups on the back end. Good. Okay, I would say the only thing you would have to watch out for in this time is like over partying and stuff like that. But we'll talk about it. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first glance here, we have a little bit of a mixed bag. Now, elementally, it's all different. We have some earth energy, we have air energy, we have cup energy, which is water. So it could be separate areas of life. It could be different aspects of the same thing. But the one thing I do like here is that we start off with this devil energy, but it clears up because we have like this really positive energy on the back, but the devil in the beginning. So I have a feeling, just like every Scorpio reading in existence, there's going to be a lot of nuance here. So let's go through piece by piece and really build this out. Position number 1, we have the devil. Now, for a portion of you, you might just be connected to a Capricorn. Simple as that, right? Easy peasy. And they get this card due to the goat symbolism. It's not that we think Capricorns are devils or anything like that. But what are some of the things we think about with devil energy? Could sometimes be someone that feels a little trapped. This could be an energy of habits. It could be an energy of addictions. It could be an energy of toxic behaviors, jealous individuals, possessive individuals. Now, I'm not saying that's your energy. This could just be someone you're connected to, or something's just not the healthiest at the moment, right? Doesn't mean that it could never be. Sometimes it could even be obsessive thoughts, because remember, I did say in the very beginning, we had this really strong, powerful energy around the mind. Once again, not saying it's you. It could be just somebody else, like the thoughts are obsessive in one way or another. Now, a beautiful thing about the devil energy, because you know me, I always like to give all sides of cards, it could represent the material aspects of life. So for a lot of Scorpios, you could be really paying a lot of attention to your material well-being, how you earn money, what you do, work, things like that. The devil energy is that material world. Now, moving to the center, we have the Six of Swords. Beautiful. And this is the type of energy we want to see coming off this devil energy, because remember, this could be a problem or a tough situation of some kind. The Six of Swords is things improving and getting better. Now, it could also represent travel and distance. You might be in situations where there's distance involved or implied. There are rough sides to this as well. The Six of Swords could represent somebody that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It could represent somebody that's a little lazy sometimes. But mainly, and it could be abandonment too, but mainly when I see this, I think of things getting better and improving, coming out of the choppy waters into the calm. So this is what we want to see with the progression of the energy so far. Now remember, we still have to pull a lot of cards on the bottom. I don't want this reading to take a complete left. I just want you to be sure that there's still much more detail for us to take a look at. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Three of Cups. Beautiful ending at first glance. This is a card of happiness, joyousness, merriment, celebration. Some sort of big win or victory could be coming in, or a result that you really want. Okay. Now, as with all threes, it could represent your circle of acquaintances. It could represent people that you're connected to as well. It's not one-on-one basis type of energy. It's a group thing when we see the Three of Cups. Now, aside from the happiness, the victories, the wins, and all that good stuff, the Three of Cups could also represent somebody possibly overindulging. So when I see something like with the devil and the Three of Cups, you might be very mindful of the habits you might have, okay? Or habits that you need to break, or habits that you need to work on when this Three of Cups is here. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone you're connected to where there's certain things that they do or certain ways they act where it just bothers you a little bit. But I want to dive deeper on all this, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. Get a good shuffle here for my friends, please. Guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that devil. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, devil time. Why is the devil here? Quick, thank you. Five of Swords. Okay, this could be two things, and I feel like all right, it could either be really, really positive or really, really rough. Okay, so just take it however it hits for you. I'm just going to give you both. Now, for a portion of you, remember all those unhealthy things I was speaking about, whether they're habits, whether they're connections, whatever they might be. The Five of Swords underneath the devil could be you extremely determined to watch out for yourself, watch out for number one, and say, you know what, screw this energy. I'm cutting it out. Screw this toxicity, whatever it might be. I'm not dealing with it no more. I'm going to focus on myself. Okay, that's a vibe we could be getting. Some of you could be extremely determined to get something right. Now, when we're talking about the really tough energy, okay, Five of Swords could be someone that's cold. It could be someone that's confrontational. This could be someone that's narcissistic in their ways, extremely self-centered, okay? And when I see it underneath the Devil, yes, it could be that obsessive energy as well, but I would say this could be a person that Spirit is warning you about, all right? Saying, like, beware of this person. Like, if any of those traits that I told you about, whether it is, like, the overconsumption, whether it is the narcissistic tendencies, there is someone that Spirit's wanting you to, like, keep at arm's length when we have this. So you might have to beware of a certain person or individual when this card's in the mix. But for some of you, if you are on some sort of journey of self-betterment, this is really positive. So let's keep moving. Whew. Let's keep moving. I mean, it could be just a big problem of some kind too, if we were to give another message, but we're not going to hang out there in the front. Let's keep this reading going. So why is that Six of Swords here? Okay. Moon card. Okay. So even if you don't know how something is going to improve and get better, the energy is showing here that it absolutely will. And I was seeing something interesting in the Capricorn reading for their February bonus that I'm seeing for yours now. We have the moon in the upright underneath the Six of Swords. Just know at the end of February, that's when we go into Pisces season. This is the Pisces card we're seeing here. So for a lot of you, towards the back end of the month, there could be a lot of things being resolved, problems being resolved, and things improving for you. So just, I would feel for the vast majority of Scorpios, the back end of February is going to be really good and prosperous for you. Now, this is a card of mystery. So once again, if you don't know how something's going to work out or how it's going to get better, Spirit is saying, like, all right, well, even if you don't know how, you need to trust the process that things are going to improve and get better. Like, that's a big vibe we're picking up right here in the center. Another thing is this could be, once again, an unexpected or a surprising turn of events where something changes unexpectedly or surprisingly. It's just a big vibe where it's like, all right, in this Devil Five of Swords energy, in this Devil Swords, and then boom, it's like, all right, now it's switching up. It could also be very liberating and freeing, depending. I want to walk easy around this energy, especially with what we're picking up here on the front end, right? If you have dealings with an individual like we're seeing here in the front, this could be good. This could be you being liberated of that if you want to be. But let's move over to the Three of Cups. Once again, I'm not going to linger here too long. It is what it is. Once again, it could be things getting much better and improving towards the back end of the month, or, yeah, things taking an unexpected turn or change. So let's see why the Three of Cups is here. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Three of Cups in the mix? Thank you. More the mystery. And yeah, here comes the winter victory coming in, and it is kind of implied that this is a very similar energy to what we have in the center, but more evolved. Now, the Two of Swords is my second biggest card of mystery, showing up next to the first. And it's driving me up a wall because I've been seeing it all throughout the zodiac for like weeks now, where there's so much hidden energy, there's so much unexpected energy, things that are just happening out of the norm. So don't be surprised with that. Once again, if you're in a certain situation or a problem or dealing with a rough individual here and you're like, all right, I don't know how this could even get any better, or I don't know how this could improve, Spirit is saying, like, listen, don't stress the details. It's going to get better. It's going to improve. Now, under a card of celebration with the Two of Swords, this, once again, could be that unexpected turn, that win, that victory, and it feels massive here on the back end. Remember, these people are celebrating for a reason, so even if you don't have anything to celebrate at the moment, we're kind of seeing it with the moon and the Two of Swords that you might not know what you're about to be celebrating very soon. This is, once again, an unexpected or surprising winter victory, and it feels massive here. Let's go through and do a quick recap, Scorpio, because, yeah, there's a lot of hidden energy. I know as a part of the collective myself, we could vibe with this hidden energy. We could work with it. You know, we are the detectives of the zodiac, but we could work with the unknown a little bit. Doesn't bother us. But let's go through piece by piece before we get into your shadow card. Position number one, we have the Devil with the Five of Swords. Once again, this could be either really, really good or this could be really, really rough. Now, in the rough sense, Spirit could be literally be warning you about an individual or a person. If you have dealings with a cold, selfish, narcissistic, combative type of person, Spirit is saying, like, hey, you might want to keep them at arm's length in this time, or watch out. Okay, beware of this energy. A big vibe, a lot of Scorpios could be in self-improvement mode, where it's like, okay, I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to do what's best for my journey. I'm going to do what's best for my family, so on and so forth. That self-sufficient type of energy, which could be really good. So for a lot of Scorpios, you could be cutting devil energy out in this time, or at least trying to improve it. Moving to the center, we have the Six of Swords with the Moon card in the upright. I did give that prediction that for a lot of us, towards the back end of February, when we get into Pisces season, things could improve for us in a drastic way. Okay, whatever problems or things we're going through, we could see leaps and gains and development. Another thing here, things taking unexpected or surprising turns or changes and shifts here. Like, even if you don't know how something's going to get better, Spirit's saying like, all right, you don't know yet, but you will soon enough. Moving to the back end, we get a double down of this energy. Three of Cups with the Two of Swords in the upright. You might not even know what you're about to be celebrating. This is unexpected, surprising winter victory, or just a massive one. It just feels really powerful and strong. It's like, yeah, we're starting here, but this is the end result. You might not know how you're going to get to this winter victory, but it's coming in nonetheless. So this is claimable energy specifically on the back end. I would claim it, especially if you're going through problems and situations here on the front end, Scorpio. So please take a screenshot of that. We're going to get into the shadow card now. Okay, I know I'm claiming this back end of the reading, but yeah, we're going to get you the shadow card from Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. This is a very beautiful deck. Been working with it. It has a lot of really good insight. And for those of you that are new here, I'd love to pull a shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. I mean, we did have a lot of mystery around, so. And yeah, shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one shadow card for Scorpio. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Obviously, no pressure. But let's get that shadow card going. What's in the shadows for us, my guides? Talk to me. Beautiful, thank you. Okay. Four of Wands. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs that Spirit is sending you, Scorpio. Don't second guess them in this time. Like, intuitively, I'm picking up that vibe. So the Four of Wands is generally a super positive card. It could represent the home. It could represent the family. It's also a card of celebration, just like we have there with the Three of Cups. But it is the 11-11 card. So when I see it as a shadow card, it is literally Spirit saying like, hey, we're trying to talk to you, Scorpio. Pay attention to the number signs, synchronicities, so on and so forth. You might not be seeing all the signs that Spirit's trying to show you as well, so you might need to just be a little more aware of that, pardon me. Now, once again, the Four of Wands, beautiful, happy, stable type of vibe for some of you. There could be certain situations you're going through in regards to your living situation or your home. Some of you might be wanting to make a little mix-up or a change in that realm. But a big thing I always say with this is that it's solid, stable, and celebratory. So when I see this as the shadow card, with the end of the reading we just had, the unexpected win or something you don't quite see coming, I feel a lot of Scorpios celebrating something big in the very, very near future. So once again, very claimable energy, my friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go over to my website, mastermetaphysics.com, to check out my digital calendar. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks, and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one vibes with your energy the best? Is it the Wands, the Pentacles, Cups, or Swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.